Since the start of the full-scale invasion, Russia has deported up to 2.8 million Ukrainians to its territory. The whereabouts of many are unknown. But why is Russia stealing Ukrainians? The main motive is not just to seize territory, but to tackle any opposition of its roots and eradicate them. No people, no problem, right? But there is another hidden motive. Over the last 10 years, the number of young women in Russia aged 20 to 29 has diminished by 40%, or by 4.6 million. War and immigration have only worsened the situation. Russia is abducting Ukrainian children to re-educate them in Russian families. They are abducting women so they will give birth. That being said, this criminal practice of forced deportation didn't start recently. 1941. Military occupation of Estonia. Native Estonians are deported to the USSR and replaced with Russians. After the total occupation of the Baltic countries in 1944, the same thing happened to Latvians and Lithuanians. 1944, Crimea. Without a warning, at 3 in the morning, Russians begin the forced deportation of Crimean Tatars. Their fabricated excuse is that the Crimeans support fascism. The people are resettled in Russia. Almost 10,000 people are immediately sent to concentration and hard labor camps. 1947, Königsberg, now Kaliningrad. Out of 300,000 local Germans, only 20,000 remain. The rest are deported. Russians arrive in their place. Having declared itself the successor of the USSR, Russia has continued following the traditions of totalitarianism and crimes against humanity. Since the start of the occupation of Crimea in 2014, between 600,000 and 1 million Russians have resettled to Crimea, according to Majlis, the same Russians who will go on to vote for Russia and support the occupation. People are constantly being deported from the occupied territories of Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia and Kherson regions under the guise of mandatory evacuation. Evacuation from there is only possible in one direction, towards Russia. During the so-called filtration, people go through a full search, are stripped naked, and their biometric data are collected. Their documents, mobile phones, personal correspondence, and photos are checked. The officials ask about political views and about their relatives. According to eyewitness accounts, they were kept in overcrowded and intolerable conditions for periods ranging from a few hours to almost a month. There are cases when parents are detained and their children are deported. As of today, 21 such camps have been discovered. One more time. Let that sink in. In our modern world, where we have AI, prototypes of flying cars and real plans to colonize Mars, the terms genocide, concentration camp, and ethnic cleansing are relevant again. Ukraine is doing everything to return its people to their homes. Ombudspeople and human rights organizations are fighting for this every day. But to make it happen as soon as possible, they need the help of the entire world. Join us.